So I'm gonna give you a brief overview on his backstory and whatnot. Some matches you should go see. Actually, we'll start off right there. Matches you should go see.
Prince Pretty, and this is Wrestling's Behind the Curtain.
Welcome back to Wrestling Behind the Curtains. You see the merch. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're finna get into it. You seen the thumbnail. It's why you should be watching Jacob Fatu before he got to WWE. I know you probably seen him now recently, but I wonder what this dude backstory is, where he came from. Yeah, of course he in the bloodline, but as I've learned throughout time from wrestling, this is a pretty big family. Just saying they in the family, I mean, that's not really saying that. I don't really tell you too much detail. So I'm going to give you a brief overview on his backstory and whatnot. Some matches you should go see. Actually, we'll start off right there. Matches you should go see. He just got to WWE. As you know, he had a 6-man tag. I believe if you're going to go back, watch the matches, 2 best matches. They're fairly recent. Go check out his New Japan match he had in January with Shota Umino. Pretty good match. That was in January, I believe like the 13th or something like that. If you need a date to go look for it, it was that week. As well as another good match you want to go check out is him in the heavyweight championship versus Alex Hammerstone in MLW. Go check that out. I believe that was 2023. The end of 2023, I believe. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. But what else about the backstory? Jacob Fatu. Fatu is not the first. You're not the first person to have the Fatu name. If you knew recently or fairly new to wrestling, you wouldn't know that Rikishi also used to go by Fatu, and that's because Rikishi, the father of the Usos as well as Solo Sikoa, is his uncle. Because again, he is the cousin of the Usos, and if you didn't know, which also, if you didn't already know, makes him Roman Reigns' cousin as well. So yeah, again, big family. Which you probably didn't know. You probably already knew that. Again, that he was ready to, you watching the bloodline. What you probably didn't know was, not only is Rikishi his uncle, but Rikishi and his father, Sam Fatu, also known as the Tonga Kid for WWF, or the Savage Samoan back when he was in WCW, is actually Rikishi's twin. What you probably also didn't know is his father retired in 2019, which is that was just 5 years ago. Basically, these two was wrestling at the same time. I'm not sure they ever wrestled together. I did not come across that in my research, but it's probably possible somewhere in the Indies, because let me see. Yeah, in 2012 is when our guy Fatu debuted on the Indies. So if his dad recently retired in that 7-year span, there was time where they could have came across. But again, I didn't come across that in my match. But sometimes you just have matches that's not archived, and I try to use matches that I've seen myself, not just I can find it on the website. I can find the match on the website, not just the timestamps. Then I'm just lying to you when I say a match is good or not. I like to see a match. So okay. So like I said, he debuted in 2012. He was trained by his uncle Rikishi as well as Black Pearl. That's another relative. Again, family's really big. He also tag teamed with the Black Pearl for a while before. 2019 is when he made his MLW debut, signing debut with MLW. Let's see. He also had other relatives in there over at MLW. Samu is another one of his cousins, and Samu's brother, Samu's son, Inoue Jr. is also in MLW, so I think that might have swayed him to go over there to MLW. But so yeah, those are 2 matches you should go see. New Japan, MLW. Oh, what inspired him to wrestle? I found this interesting too. You might as well. When he was 18, he was in jail for a robbery, and he actually saw his cousins, the Usos, in a match on TV, and that probably would have been around 2010-ish if he was 18, based on my math. So means he was already in the wrestling family but had no interest in wrestling, was sitting in jail doing a bid for robbery or whatever, or maybe he was waiting trial or whatever, and bam, he sees his cousins on TV. He's like, oh, they look pretty good, they're having fun, whatever, I want to do that too. Maybe he didn't see his dad's match as much. I really can't tell you. I don't know the man's intimate details. I'm giving you what is out there available for me to go see. What is another thing available if you care about stuff like that is he actually recently said in an interview with Denise Salcedo, which I believe she's a part of Sean Ross Sapp and them boys. I believe he said he has 7 children as well. So he's coming from a big family and he's continuing the big family. So again, why you should be watching, brief little 5 minutes on our boy Fatu. Again, anything else, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, any questions, get the merch, all that goodish. Check us out. Check out the Be Yourself podcast. That's our other thing. The Geeked Out channel as well.